This is a level 1 functional skills maths paper from NCFE. It's split into 2 parts. In the first part you can't use a calculator, but you can in the second part. This is the first part. Boarding kennels. Boarding kennels look after cats and dogs. Linda is setting up a boarding kennel business. She researches other kennels and finds that 3/8 of kennels take dogs only, 2/5 of kennels take cats only. Linda thinks that more kennels take dogs only than take cats only. Is she correct? Show how you decide. So we've got 2 fractions that we need to compare, 3/8 and 2/5. In order for us to compare them, we need to find a common denominator. So a number or a multiple of 8 and 5. So multiples of 8, there'd be 8, 16, 24, and so on. Multiples of 5 would be 5, 10, 15, and so on. So we're looking for a number that is a multiple of both 8 and 5, and that can be 40, which is 8 times 5. So to convert 3/8 into a fraction with equal value, but that has a denominator of 40, we need to look at how we've got from 8 to 40. So we've multiplied by 5 because 8 times 5 gives us 40. So we need to do the same to the number at the top, multiplying it by 5. So 3 times 5 gives us 15. So 3/8 is the same as 15/40. Now we need to do the same thing with 2/5. To get from 5 to 40, we multiplied by 8. So we need to do the same thing to the number at the top, which is 2. 2 times 8 is 16. Now we've got 15/40 and 16/40, so we can easily compare. This is greater. So 2/5 is greater than 3/8. So Linda thinks that more kennels take dogs only than take cats only. Is she correct? No, she's not, because we've got 2/5, which is greater than 3/8. So we're going to say no. Boarding kennels have enclosures where the animals sleep. Each enclosure must be a minimum of 1.8 meters high and 0.9 meters wide. This is a scale diagram showing the front view of an enclosure Linda wants to install. Is this enclosure big enough? Show how you decide. So we've got the dimensions on the scale diagram being 5 centimeters and 9.5 centimeters. We're also given the scale, which is 1 centimeter to 20 centimeters. So if 1 centimeter on the diagram is equal to 20 centimeters in reality, what about 5 centimeters? So to get from 1 to 5, we've multiplied by 5, so we need to do the same on the other side. So 5 lots of 20. 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 2 is 10, so 100 centimeters. Now we've got 9.5 as well. So to get from 1 to 9.5, we've multiplied by 9.5, so we need to do the same on the other side. So 20 times 9.5, so 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 2 is 10, so moving down, so put in a 0 first, and then 9 times 0 is 0, 9 times 2 is 18. So 0, 0, 9, 1. How many decimal places do we have? In 20 we don't have any. In 9.5 we have 1 decimal place, so we're going to give the answer 1 decimal place. So going backwards, that's where the decimal point is going to go. So 190 centimeters. So let's have a look. Minimum 1.8 meters high. In centimeters, that is going to be 180 because there are 100 centimeters in a meter. So comparing that to 190, that is lower. And 0.9 meters wide, so that is 90 centimeters wide, and we've got 100. So the question was, is this enclosure big enough? We're going to say yes. And we've shown the evidence above. Linda knows the ratio of staff to dogs needs to be 1 to 15. How many staff will she need for 30 dogs? So 30 dogs. First of all, that's staff and that's dogs. 30 dogs. To get from 15 to 30, we've just doubled, so we need to do the same on the other side. So double of 1, that is 2. So answer is 2. Linda places an online advert for a business. She pays £0.98 each time someone clicks on her advert. How much will it cost her if 100 people click on her advert? So we're going to multiply 0.98 by 100. So the easiest way would be to move the decimal point. So we've got 0.98, and as we're going to multiply it by 100, this is going to get 100 times larger. So the answer is not going to be 0 point something. It's going to be much bigger than that. So that means we're going to move the decimal point to the right. How many places do we move that? That's 1, 2 places. So 1, 2. So that means we get 98 as the answer. So 98 pounds. Linda looks at the cost of placing 6 half-page adverts in a local newspaper. Linda sees these offers. Offer A, place 3 adverts and get 10% off the cost. Offer B, place 6 adverts and get 1/5 of the cost. She chooses offer B. How much will she save by choosing offer B instead of offer A? So with offer A, 3 adverts and get 10% off the cost. So we've got Linda who wants to place 6 half-page adverts. So half-page, that is 240, the cost for 3 adverts. So 10% of 240, that's the same as saying 240 divided by 10, which gives us 24, so knocking off a 0. So 240 take away 24, we need to take away 4 from the 0, which means we need to borrow 1. So 10 take away 4 gives us 6, 3 take away 2 gives us 1, 2 take away 0 gives us 2. So that's the cost for 3 of them. But she needs 6, so we're just going to double that. So 216 and 216. 6 and 6 is 12, so 2 down and 1 carried over. 1 and 1, 2, and the 1, 3. 2 and 2 is 4, so £432 with offer A. Now let's look at offer B. That's for 6 adverts. Half page, that is 450. So 450, 1/5 off. So 450 To work out 1/5, we're going to divide by 5. So 5s into 4 don't fit, so we're going to fit them into 45. How many 5s into 45? That is 9. Nothing remaining. How many 5s into 0? That is 0. So that is £90 discount. So taking away 90 from the 450, 0 take away 0 gives us 0. Got to take away 9 from the 5, which means we need to borrow 1, so this becomes 15. Take away 9 gives us 6. 3 take away 0 gives us 3. So £360 is the cost for the 6 adverts using offer B. So the question is, how much will she save by choosing offer B instead of offer A? So what we're going to do is 432 take away 360 to work out the difference. So 2 take away 0 gives us 2. We got to take away 6 from 3, so that means we need to borrow 1 from the 4. So 13 take away 6 gives us 7. 3 take away 3 is 0. So £72 are saved. Linda also sells pet food. The table shows Linda's takings in the first week. Complete the frequency table for this data. So we need to find some headings. Okay, so these are Linda's takings. And we've got to work out the frequency. That's why it's called frequency table. So between 0 and 499, let's have a look. We've got 340 and we've got 455, so that's 2 of them. Between £5 and £9.99, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Between 10 and £14.99, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And £15 plus, we've got 1, 2 of them. Okay, so adding these together, 2 and 9, that's 11, and the 5, that's 16, and the 2, that's 18. Let's just double check how we got 18 of the takings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 and 9, that's 18. So we must have done this correctly. And this is the end of the first part.